So Trump said he's going to build the wall. Mexico's going to pay for it. Mexico's not going to pay for it. That's not what I'm talking about. What am I talking about? Oh, yeah. So he said, I'm tripping like, you know, this ain't China. What we need a wall for? You feel me? Plus, I like Mexico. I really fuzz with it. So I'm back and forth all the time. And America really got their hand over there. So when you go to Mexico, it's like you're not really in Mexico. It's Americanized like a motherfucker. So when you go over there, you realize like you're going to have to go deep into the shit in order to really get that culture kind of feel. You know what I'm saying? And I definitely do partake. I do that. I participate in that when I get involved. But what I'm saying is I don't really see like the issue with Mexico. Then you talk about the MS-13s or the Serranos or whatever the fuck that is, or Mexican mafia or the gangs or whatever. But I know all them guys and they cool. You feel me? Ain't nobody really tripping. People's family men and shit. We trying to take care of our families. You feel me? It's a fucked up circumstance out here. You know what I'm saying? And America's full of immigrants anyway. You know what I'm saying? These guys came here and stole this land from the natives. Really just the native shit. It don't make no sense. They gotta sit here and argue. This shit don't make no sense at all. But this really don't make no sense what I'm about to say. So the boy, so he's sitting there saying, so I'm gonna build the wall and none of that. He doing all the shit, right? And he's getting wild. Cause dude didn't really bother me like that. He ain't never really bothered me like that. I just figured, you know what I'm saying? It's another president. You guys is all geeking. This shit ain't about to be, you know what I'm saying? It's just another 4 or 8 years of these guys talking that same old shit, and you guys don't never feel no kind of, it just fluctuates like Wall Street, you feel me? But don't nobody never feel nothing. But this dude, he talking about cutting food stamps. I'm tripping. You know, I know people with food stamps. I'm like, bro, you don't know nobody with food stamps, you feel me? What you do know is them little whispers and that gossip you be hearing that everybody be posting on YouTube on their little Facebooks and shit, because it's that era right now. So, oh, you know, we out here getting rich off food stamps. Ain't nobody getting rich off that little $200 a month, bro. And if anybody really need that $200 a month, that $198 that you get, because that's the max, I think, unless you got more siblings or some shit, kids or something. But if you get that, I mean, if you really need that, if you're in a situation where you need that, you probably ain't got no microwave. You probably ain't got no, you know what I'm saying? So you eating just certain kind of shit to where you might eat for a few days. You feel me? Like, you might get through like half the month with that. So you can cut that off for, you know what I'm saying? People need that. It don't make no sense. You can't even relate. You don't even walk through these neighborhoods, but you take all these statistics and throw that shit out there, falsified to the motherfucker, because we ain't never seen you guys. I don't know where you're getting these percentages from, these ratios or what. If you're just taking the Democratic Party and then you saying, okay, it's 15 of these motherfuckers and they represent the whole Democratic, you know what I'm saying, party for the whole United States, and then doing the same shit with the Republicans and taking them 15 votes on each side and then doing a percentage like that and telling everybody else it's the whole country, then I can see that. But other than that, I don't know what the fuck you guys is doing, because you ain't never came and talked to me or none of my kind, and I got hella. You hear me? So other than that, so then he's saying, so he's going to build this wall. He got to build this wall. So we need to know why. Why are you going to build the wall, Mr. Trump? And his reasoning is that these guys are coming over here. They're rapists. They're murderers. They're nuts. You know what I'm saying? They're doing all the same shit that America did when America came here and did this shit to the natives, and then went and got some black people and did it to the black people and all the, you know what I'm saying? Everything. This shit been going on forever if you just get into the history, right? So now there's that. And then there's the drug shit, right? So peep this. I'm tripping because I'm an 80s baby. I'm born in 86. Now I grow up with a generation of, you know, dope dealers, and I see a lot of usage, you know what I'm saying, in the community and whatnot. I've seen the highs and lows, you know what I'm saying, and I've been involved, and so I know firsthand, you know what I'm saying. But I know the other side of the fence too, you know, the ones that they got their blinders on to shit like that. You feel me? You see that as like this real criminal activity. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Like, these people really trying to take care of themselves. They're in a fucked up circumstance, and on top of that, this is what I'm about to break down. We didn't invent these drugs. Number one drug right now was killing my generation, all the 80s babies that got raised by their grandparents, because that's what happened. When I'm going to school and shit, all these kids whose parents was fucked up off of that whole crack epidemic and the AIDS shit, that whole experiment, that's all government ploy, as far as I'm concerned. But it sounds like speculation. I know you done heard that before, but it's easy to be called a conspiracy theorist. But all that's going on. So these are science projects. We didn't graduate high school. Most of us didn't even go to high school because we didn't have the clothes or the cars or whatever it was to keep up with the more fortunate cats or whatever, or we just wanted a little faster or whatever, you know, circumstance is what I'm saying. So you out there and you got these you got guns and drugs available, and this is how you can get money. And this is also, it becomes a part of the culture to a certain degree. But why? You know, guns was dropped off on train tracks in ghettos across America, and these kids, and they're continuously brought and distributed amongst these communities. And I don't really got to break it down in detail like that, but with that going on, crack was a science project. That was coke. And then all of a sudden, you know, they rocked it up with baking soda and did all the shit with the Pyrex and you can all kinds of shit. You know what I'm saying? But now you know, crack, that shit came and passed pretty much. There's a few people still doing it, but you know what I'm talking about. So now that was a science project. Cats figured it out, took advantage of the opportunities, just like you learn how to use a TV. You ain't trying to learn how to build the motherfucker, but you gonna use the TV, right? So they figured it out, learned how to use this to benefit them. You know what I'm saying? On one end, anyway, I'm not gonna get into all that, but so that's that. So it's available to these guys where not many opportunities are, and this seems like the best thing going, because anything for a local hero or a local celebrity or anything close to you or whatever, that's the most accurate visual you see, somebody that got it fast like that. You know what I'm saying? It seems like the #1 way to achieve anything for these kids that aren't exposed to a more positive way or you know what I'm saying, more productive way of evolving in society. So with that, and then now it's the opioids. So like 2010, I come home and everybody's going off this shit. All the females is going off this shit. And this is Percocets and Oxycontin and all the shit, right? I missed the whole epidemic. I'm kind of hot because I know I would have made $1 million, right? I know a few people got rich off that shit. But then at the same time, this is government issued pills and shit. But mind you, we already knew these guys brought the crack. You brought the coke over there. If you guys look up Rick Ross, you can see how this guy's working for the CIA. It don't make no sense. It really don't make no sense. So when he brings up drugs, I'm tripping like, bro, you don't feel like, for me, I wouldn't even bring it up. If I'm trying to basically talk to you guys, I'm the president. I'm knowing, like, basically shit with the whole the Ronald Reagan administration, that whole say no to drug shit. That's when they was bringing that shit in. Rick Ross, you feel me, and few cats, they're plugging Compton. These guys just fucking with El Pablo, whatever the boy's name is out there in Colombia, the wild one. And you know, they supplying the shit and transporting all the shit. You guys can see it in the movies. You can see it. It's all facts now. You feel me? It used to be you a conspiracy theorist. So then I'm tripping like, bro, why would you even mention drugs? Like, you out of pocket, because the whole time you guys is the drug trade. You are the drug trade, right? Because you bring the coke over here. You bring it from Mexico. You bring it from these South America, Latin America, from over there, wherever, that's Colombia, all over everywhere, the islands, everywhere. You bring that shit over here. You bring all the other drugs too. You know what I'm saying? With the weed, it's funny how you just did the weed shit, because while young black entrepreneurs and minorities was really taking advantage of that opportunity to get rich off of medical marijuana, you guys saw that they weren't killing each other, while you tried to use them for crash test dummies, because you knew these was going to be a lot of retired criminals taking advantage of a positive and legitimate, progressive way to, you know, take care of yourself financially along with your family. And you guys stepped in and basically said, I can do this better. And it does work. Oh, thank you. This works. And just basically said, the rest of you be happy to hit a lottery. You know what I'm saying? And come in and just take over. And that's what you guys want to control everything. You do it with these guys do it with the Percocet shit, with the Oxycontin. So Percocets and Oxycontins is kind of dying out right now. These guys about to come out with a new drug. I'm already knowing. The pharmaceutical industry is crazy. I know you guys been seeing these commercials. It seems like every 10 seconds there's somebody either trying to get their dick hard, get rid of a headache that they confusing with stomach pain. All of a sudden they think they bipolar. They don't know if they're going to faint tomorrow. Now they trying to, you know what I'm saying? You getting pills that's telling you your hair going to grow. Just weird shit. These guys got you taking all kinds of shit. Probably putting monitors in the pills and all kinds of shit. You swallowing microchips and don't even fucking know it. But anyway, that's some conspiracy theory shit. So now this shit, so I'm tripping because, you know, you basically invent the drugs. You definitely are the biggest drug dealer. And not only that, you employ all the drug dealers. All of them. All of them. No contact or nothing. You employ all of them. And then you pick and choose and get rid of the few that you want to get rid of and get money off them when they go to prison for it. I mean, it's a heavy, sick-ass game. It's a sick-ass game. It's a sick ass game, for real. And for real, you need to pay for the we need to get the fuck about this country. I'm telling you, for real. And they're gonna follow too. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers gonna be stuck here. This probably already is Russia, but this motherfucker really gonna look like Russia after that. This shit gonna look like 1950 Soviet Union. I think Putin's cool though, by the way, so I ain't clowning or nothing like that. I fuck with the Russians and shit. I think Putin's cool. I think all the governments need to come together, but that's not even my thing here. So Trump's doing that, right? So he's talking about that. Stop the drugs and this. So I'm geeked like, bro, you're out of pocket. You feel me? Because of all the shit I just said. Like, you guys bring the drugs in. If you know anything about your history as an American president, you're supposed to know that. So you don't even bring that up no more. You guys can't talk drugs to us. It's not really too much you guys can talk to us about, because if you guys start going to the presidential speeches, Ivanka Trump, my fault, she don't deserve that. But his wife, when she stole Michelle Obama's speech, she ain't the first one that did that. Most of the presidents is recycling, dissecting each other's speeches and giving it to you guys because it hits your little sensors. Oh, this the little shit you care about. None of this shit ain't never gonna affect you because these guys ain't gonna change nothing. Basically, 4 to 8 years is enough time for them to get in, get dirty, and get out of there. So next time when somebody brings up drugs, they don't got no guilty conscience, because I wasn't in there 10 years ago when Reagan did that shit. And that's all you guys got evidence of. You don't see me pushing packs. You guys ain't even tripping on the fact that this man didn't even accept a salary. He said, I don't want no salary. I'm already paid. And on top of that, I come from my people. I'm here for the American people. And then he went on an $11 million vacation on tax dollars. Early February, late January, right after he became the president. Look it up. And not only that, he spent that outside the country. He went out the country with the whole familia. You hear me? Trump's beasting because he's doing some beast shit. I'm not mad at him on an individual level. You know what I'm saying? But from a community standpoint and from the perspective of, you know what I'm saying, my side, for sure. And I think everyone, I think that, you know what I'm saying, it's easy to see that dude is dude's tripping. Like, he's just tripping. Just sit there and act like a president. Keep trying to act like a president's important or something. But all this antics and shit, you still doing this shit, bro. And then Kanye, bro, like Kanye, when he was sitting there talking, Kanye's crazy because Kanye got so excited the whole time. If you really listen, Kanye, when he's sitting up in there, he hits topic after topic. He just wants to talk about everything. I feel him because I feel the same way. I feel the same way right now. I'm already saying too much, right? But he couldn't stop on one topic. He'll go, and the schools over there, they're not getting the books. And no, he'll say just the schools over there. He don't even say just not getting the books, but I'm knowing what you mean because I'm knowing what's going on. So a motherfucker that's really in tune and knowing what's going on, damn, I know where you going, Kanye, but bro, say that shit. You feel me? You in a position, you sitting right there, say that shit, bro. And then ask him some shit that he got to answer. And then we go fix the problem right now. What are you doing, bro? And then, but bro's just so excited, you feel me? SOULJA Boy roasted my guy on everything. For real, I think Kanye's career is a wrap. On everything SOULJA Boy said he made him, and I believe him. SOULJA Boy's a real one. Straight from Thieves. Hey, but peep this. So these guys bringing those drugs in here, all this shit. So, but peep this. So the boy Zimmerman, right? Go back to the video when Zimmerman killed Trayvon Martin. Hella fucked up. And when he get the guilty plea and he start like, he wanted to smile, but he stopped himself. I just felt like it was hella nefarious. It just felt evil as fuck. Like basically like, yeah, like just on some, just, you know what I'm talking about. I'll get into that shit later. If I even keep doing this or if I do this at all, I'll get into all that shit later. But yeah. The boy's off the hook. Anyway, Trump, I just feel like don't entertain the shit. This is what I feel like for real, especially for minorities. I don't care if you just got to the country. I don't care if you've been in the country forever or whatever. But for minorities, especially, if you've been alive long enough to see 2 presidencies, and now we got YouTube and you can do your own research and shit, you can see that nothing's really changing. If you go back to like Malcolm X's speeches, Angela Davis, if you go to even Marcus Garvey, if you go to and these are, you know, black leaders. These are like I'm intrigued by these individuals. You know what I'm saying? But you can go, but anyway, so, but things that they said are still relevant today, and it's a trip, just like Tupac's music, right? And it's a trip, and it's not because it don't take that long to change shit. Like, it's not difficult, you feel me? And, it's not a matter of like changing people's minds. You got like Tim Wise is doing, hella speeches. The boy's sharp too, and I really want to contact dude. He's hella sharp, and he comes from, you know, his perspective, and he's got the complexion for the connection. So I'm happy that, you know what I'm saying, he projects a equal image of all the races to an extent, and also points out the supremacy of, you know, those that are able to benefit from it or that are privileged by it. So for him to do that is huge, but to do it repetitive in that way. So he's so well spoken. He's obviously super educated, and like and the fucked up part, another thing about that, so this is where I need Tim Wise, because of those certificates, the degrees and shit. Oh, you got accolades, whatever. Go holler at these people. Like, I know what you're saying, and you know what I'm saying, and we can really talk to each other, just the same as like we can communicate with people with other countries. These guys fighting wars. I don't believe these guys ever be fighting wars. There's no way you're elite and you don't know how to get along with people. I do not get in trouble. I do not argue with people. I don't be getting into that because I'm an elite individual. I know me. You know what I'm saying? I know my domain, all that. And you know, for a leader to be a world leader, not even to be a country leader like that, and to be aspiring to be a world leader, you would be able to make those kind of connections. Not just with particular ones who've had long-lasting relationships over time with different individuals who represent this whatever the fuck this is, this country. No, not that. Just a matter of you know what I'm saying, eye contact, and the fact that I'm genuinely interested in we got some things to do. You know what I'm saying? People need help out here. It's hella homeless people. You guys got a little machine, a 3D printing machine, that this technology is fucking phenomenal right now. I mean, you see what Facebook is doing. Basically reading your mind. Every time you thought of something, the next thing you know, you got an ad on Facebook for it, because it's the little... So you see on the low side of the spectrum that the technology, that's what the technology could do. That's why they got Mark Zuckerberg in the fucking court all the time, because he done showed you guys, he done tapped into what Edward Snowden is talking about in that movie. He tapped into that technology and probably didn't sell his soul to do it. The boy sharp. Remember, he on the movie, he got faded, and the girl got him a little pissed off or whatever. And he started doing all the codes and shit, and making the sites, doing his blogging and whatnot. So the boy's sharp. He taps into this technology. You know what I'm saying? And it's not impossible to do. If you know, there's computers that have been built thousands of years ago. These guys is already duplicating everything. You just are getting your first version of it. This shit been getting done. So Mark Zuckerberg breaks into the technology, and even though he's using it on Facebook, boom, to get it to basically cater to your interests. You know what I'm saying? It's not a very nefarious thing. But now if you think about it from the perspective of like a Edward Snowden talking about it and showing in the movie exactly what's going on, that's the same technology, but that's just showing the advancement of it. That's just showing the growth of it. So now the initial the initial state, you know what I'm saying, was, you know, oh, your energy grew when we talked about this. So, you know what I'm saying, we'll throw these ideas your way and hopefully you latch on to something. Kind of like the Now You See Me type of psychology. You know that magic movie, Now You See Me? Just kind of like throwing these signs in your face constantly and getting you to finally buy in. You think that it's just meant to be, pretty much. But the whole time these guys is force feeding you shit. So that's like the small aspect of it, right? That don't sound too bad. I'm not mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. You trying to sell me shit. You guys are always trying to sell shit. That's all you do. You know what I'm saying? But then when you start seeing these guys just tapping in, you might be mind reading. When you start thinking like this shit could really go a long way. If you can get really accurate, if you can get precise with that technology, then you can actually read word for word my thoughts, the person's thoughts, an individual's thoughts, because that's essentially what you'd be doing if you're triggering little, you know, impulses or energy, or, you know what I'm saying, or you got excited for this. I know what your interests are based on your energy levels, you know, your blood pressure grew, or whatever the fuck these guys is keeping track of. And so, yeah, that's basically the technology. So that's some cold shit. So I really want to applaud Mark Zuckerberg on behalf of the community of myself, who just really, I enjoy technology. I love technology. Them segways that came out, you know, I had a few of those. Or any kind of technology. I like the TVs, the phones, all the stuff, everything. I'm into it all, and I think it's huge. I think that we all should definitely stay educated on it and continue to kind of like try to accelerate the process of, you know, what we receive and what it is that we're exposed to, because the shit's amazing. If you start like watching videos in China, I think that they might be releasing shit a little bit earlier. They might just be ahead a little bit. I don't know what it is. China, Asia, over there. They be having some just off the hook stuff. It's pretty fascinating, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, so with that going on, and then with Trump in there, I mean, Trump's gonna be up out of there. If he's not out of there in 2020, he'll be out of there 4 more years. But it's just gonna be the same thing. So what I'm saying is basically minorities. Like, if you have any color to you, if you have any compassion to you, though, if you have a soul, do not participate. It doesn't make sense. It's not going to benefit you. And honestly, I think that we should all strike. I think that we should all strike and create create our own government. We don't need a president. We don't really need a government. The government doesn't do anything for us. And honestly, if we got together, you know, the way that, like, people get together and use their energy to go protest, or you use so much energy to get that 401k that just, like, works out for only half you guys. And I mean, that's fucking like 30 years of breaking your back for some weird little job. It's just some weird shit. So I just feel like if we all just helped each other, they got these 3D printing machines that are printing houses, and the house lasts for up to 150 years. It takes less than 24 hours to build, and it costs less than $11,000 to build. Now they got a new machine. This was over 2 years ago. They got a new machine that now it costs less than $4,000 to build the house, and you can still do it in less than a day. So if you think, so if we get all the people that work McDonald's and we get all of them to just don't go to work, we'll build kiosks for all the McDonald's, right? So the kiosks will take care of people. I'm not talking about robots that's just walking around. It's just kiosks. You can go in there. I like going to the self-checkout every time I go to the grocery store. Anyway, I don't want to talk to nobody. You ain't nothing to talk about. You're going to ask me how I'm doing? You don't really want to know. And whatever. And I'm not really even trying to talk like that. You feel me? And then I'm going to do the good. It's just frivolous conversation. There's no need for it. I'm going to fuck with this kiosk. The kiosk going to fuck with me. I'm going to get this merchandise. I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to go eat. You feel me? So that's my thing. So we throw these kiosks. We're going to build all the kiosks. If you get all the McDonald's workers, you probably got like 1 million people right there. Hard-working people. Never got paid for, you know what I'm saying? Never got their worth on none of that shit they done did so far. So now they all go help, and we build all these machines. Now we got 500,000 of these machines that's all able to build 1 house a day. We built 500,000 houses in a day. In a month, we house all the homeless people for free, right? Those people that helped build all the kiosks and all the machines that built those homeless houses, now that we don't have to see poverty like that, as far as like people on the streets needing it like that, you got a place to go for sure. I don't have to worry about you. Now we're going to start taking care of the people that have been taking care of the people. Now we're going to start building bigger houses and start pampering people and spoiling everybody. And also we're going to treat this whole fucking country, this whole world, like it's great adventures. And we're going to go around this motherfucker like it's our world, like it's supposed to be. And we're going to enjoy life. And we're going to love and have compassion for each other. And crime's going to die and all that type of shit. But it's a matter of doing this shit out of care. On everything, I'll go to Africa right now with all my brethren. I'm going to go anyway. I'm going to leave you guys if you guys don't wise the fuck up, because this shit is crazy. And the movement was supposed to be in 2016 when all the shit was happening, when these guys was killing all them black people, when these guys tried to come kill me, when these guys infiltrate and use the same fucking psychology, that Willie Lynch syndrome, and that same shit they did with Malcolm X, and that same shit, bro. And you guys are steady falling for it on a street level, on whatever level. But that's going on. So if we all went over there and we got these guys, hey, look, check this out. We got 600,000 people ready to go do this. We're going to basically create our own world. We need your technology. We need your help. And we're doing this all our way. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to get involved. Doctors, lawyers, not lawyers. We wouldn't even need lawyers no more. Doctors going to get involved. What doctor is going to tell you no? You ever watch John Q? The doctor got to perform surgery on Denzel Washington's son. So that, but Denzel Washington's son was supposed to be on a waiting list. Denzel Washington goes up in there, but he's playing John Q. This is a true story. He goes up in there, holds hostage the whole hospital, makes friends with everybody in there because he's really a good dude. He's just trying to save his son, and it's a fucked up circumstance he's in. This is what I'm talking about them boys selling dope. It's a circumstance. The whole time, we ain't even supposed to be here. We're not supposed to be here. Man, look, man, give me my papers, give me my passport. Just give me the flight the fuck up out of here. Fuck that 40 acres and a mule shit. Just leave me the fuck alone. Give me and mines a ride about this bitch. You brought us here. You hear me? But, you know, we ain't even supposed to be here. So with that said, deuces. No, I'm just playing, but for real. So if we went over to, if we go back to the land right now, if we all went together and just was like, well, and we're not going to be so materialistic, but we're going to try to be clean, and we're going to try to keep, and we are going to be clean, and we're going to keep up, and you know what I'm saying? But it's not going to be all like, whatever you guys want to do, obviously, you know what I'm saying? It's just whatever you want to do, but I'm just talking about like a new way of life or something, but it'll just be cool, I think. And I'll go over there and build houses. I'll go over there and bust my ass like I was making fucking 50,000 a day or something for working, doing the shit. I'll go do every single job that's out there with a smile on my face, knowing that everybody else is out there doing the same shit and we all doing it for free. And everybody's going to be living good here in about a week because this is the effort that we put. I guarantee it. It's too much positive energy. It's too much bomb shit. You know, we God's children. You know what I'm saying? God living vicariously through you. He wants you to enjoy life. Think about a perfect being. You got boundaries pretty much. You're created. This is speculation though. This is like part of my beliefs. This is like gets me going. I know God is in me. I know it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I enjoy my life so much. I travel a lot. I meet the cultures, different places. You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping about, I don't discriminate or none of that. I just let it. Oh, I want to stay here. Why are you so happy? Oh my gosh, you make me so happy. You ever just been around somebody just make you so happy? It happens all the time. Every time I fucking leave the house. So, yeah, you know, I just feel like that with all that positive energy, all the negative, for the positive, negative, that battery shit, you know, that whole idealism or whatever, you know, somebody will try to take it there. Well, where would the negative energy go? That shit's going to stay right there in America. It's going to stay right there in America. But that's far-fetched for a lot of people. I just feel like the NBA players like should really finance that shit. The MLB players, the Major League Baseball, all you guys should just quit. Like, fuck your contracts, guys. We ain't fucking with you guys. It's supposed to be here. It's supposed to be here. And my people is smart now. Plus, you done gave us a couple bucks. So now we about to really finance this shit. You guys don't even fucking know how hard we are, though. You don't know how much the survivors we are. We don't really care about this shit. We care about each other. Nah. Not for sale. You feel me? The whole time, a lot of people had to, you know what I'm saying, bust their ass and do whatever. But I just feel like so many people in position right now. Farrakhan, the great speaker that he is, you feel me? Orchestrate something like that. Oprah get involved, you feel? I don't even understand. You got a lot of celebrities on celebrities talking about, oh, this one's devilish and this and that. I mean, shit, if we had this conversation, like, why would we not be doing this stuff? Why are we sitting here and then you guys just be trying to change this on a political level? And these politicians ain't nothing like, I'm going to say it just like everybody else done told you, that they're puppets. But it's so obvious. It's obvious they're saying that what you want to hear. Like, how many of you guys been in a bad relationship? You know when you're done with that. And then it's a wrap. And then you know what to look for in the next month. Oh, no, I'm cool off that one, too. It's like you guys be like, oh, I have to pick a candidate. I've been feeling like, I don't like nobody since JFK. I like Obama, of course. I'm digging that. And then I'm digging the fact that, you know what I'm saying, because I know it took a lot of white people that had to vote for Obama in order to make that happen. What a progressive moment in our world. You know what I'm saying? The Pope Francis is Latin American. They get together. He comes over here. It's big. You feel me? But then Obama's in there. Obama's trying to get shit past the Congress, man, like 32 bills. These guys denying shit. He can't get shit done. He steady got to go do. He now it's like everybody's already celebrating though. Peep this though. Everybody's already celebrating like shit's done. Ah, we made it. Feel good. But them same people, it seems like it had to be, because the energy shifted fast. It was like when you seen everybody, when these guys seen everybody celebrating like that, whoever the haters is, I'm not going to call no colors or nothing like that. You can see by me that I got a lot of color to me. But when these guys saw the celebration like that, it was like a reminder. No, I don't like that. Trump! You feel? And then that's when you got the personality came in and shit. But, and then the whole time you see like nothing's really happening. All you see is like jeans get tighter. You feel me? And, you got a bomb ass family and that we should all aspire to be as proper as you guys. You feel me? Pretty much. You got a bomb family, but then it just starts being like, dang, like, I ain't saying nothing. But then you guys don't think, you can't put yourself in those shoes and be in that position. You're going to fuck that whole fucking shit up. Say anything about that. Them guys just going, JFK's going. JFK did that. JFK was going to let you guys know everything. You guys was going to know what NASA was doing. You guys was going to know. You guys was gonna know about these little secret society type shit. You guys was gonna know. You know? But no, they weren't gonna let that happen. JFK was a sharp brother, man. And just really, really well spoken, just so eloquent. I mean, attractive on all levels. If you like me, I'm so attracted to that. You know what I'm saying? That intellectuality. And it's just, that's like, when I think of a president, I'm just like, that's a president. You know what I'm saying? That's a president. But now I'm just like, what the fuck we need a president for? I feel like I could go talk to the leaders in all the other countries. You know that we used to send like Jesse Jackson, go talk to the people over, because these guys can't talk to nobody. Jesse Jackson, go talk to them, go get our little detainees back. These guys would be, have a couple soldiers, you know what I'm saying, captured or something. He'd go get them back. Good game. You know what I'm saying? But that's what you use him for the whole time. But when he ran for president, you wasn't having that, though. And he was really with the shit, though. But anyway, so, it's a lot of shit, though. But you guys got to get up on your history and really check it out. Like, see what's going on with, like, Hitler. You got to get up on Hitler. The dude was a genius. I'm not saying get over that. Foul. You feel me? Foul. I'm not condoning that. I'm not rocking with that. But I have to look into the history. I got to see what you guys wasn't telling me. Why you just tell me this story like this? It just don't make sense. Oh, dude was into technology. He also was very spiritual. And he also knew a lot about the ancient texts. And he was searching for things on this earth that I truly believe, I guarantee that this government is searching for now. If you look up Project Paperclip, you know, there was like 34 scientists, evil, nefarious individuals that was just brilliant, though. You know what I'm saying? And they were making some of the best technology for Hitler and whatnot. And these guys almost won that war. And really, it's a toss-up now. When you start getting this information, these guys don't know what the fuck happened, because all these Nazi scientists, these scientists were hired by the U.S. government, came over there and started working for the U.S. government and became citizens and whatnot. But, you know, it's not like they lost their beliefs, you know, out of fear and whatnot. And if you get, they were, what's it called? They were captured. They were caught pretty much. So it was that or die, you feel me? So they took the job pretty much and had pretty prominent positions in your government. This ain't my government. I don't fuck with it, you feel me? I watch this shit sometimes just because I want to be able to have a substantial conversation if it ever does come up. So I try to stay up on it and whatnot. But like I said, most of it is, I could literally reiterate, and I don't want to be another one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? A couple of like my favorite people over the last few years that'll be coming out and like, dang, you came so hot. Like the first thing you were saying and shit, and then the next thing I know, like you're reiterating everything Malcolm X said, or you're reiterating shit Martin Luther King said. And it's cool because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes we need those reminders, and that's what we call waking each other up and whatnot. But in the same instance, it's like, be original, and make it pertain to now. And also, let's stop doing these fucking, these rallies and these fucking gay ass protests and shit. And let's go knock on the motherfucking White House door. Let's go tell like Megyn Kelly, I wanted to have a conversation. I just want to have a conversation. I'm not going to talk like this when I go talk to these people. I really want to go talk to, I wanted to talk to Megyn Kelly when she was working for Fox News and she roasted